Hey guys, good morning. It's Daryl. It's Thursday morning. It's coming up on 4 o'clock. I'm watching the world news right now, right before I leave for the gym. And for the third time in history, a president has been impeached for high crimes and misdemeanors. It was an overwhelming vote last night, 228 yays. The two articles were passed. This doesn't make me happy. It's a low point for the country that we elected a president that has taken advantage of his office. It's nothing to celebrate. Um, I wish it didn't happen. Now the thing is, I just watched I don't know, I forgot where the president held a rally last night. I got to tell you guys, for my new subscribers, I despise Donald Trump. I do. To me, he's one of the most dishonest, childish. I could go on. I have no respect for the man. He has no respect for himself, and he has no respect for the country. And I have no respect for him. Like I was saying, though, so in this rally last night, he talks about how Democrats are the ones that are obstructing justice. We're doing this for our own personal gain, for retribution for 2016. Now, I think I'm speaking for a lot of you guys out there, and speaking for myself. Look, 2016's over. The only people you'll hear say this are Trump supporters, or Republicans. I like to separate the two. I'd like to think that there's still some honorable Republicans out there. I have voted Republican in the past. My first time I voted was for Reagan when I was 18. I considered myself an independent up until Trump took office, and then I decided it pushed me over to the far left. I had to think there if it was left or right. Um, Now, last night I watched these rallies, and these rallies are just it's a dishonest lie fest, is what it is. When I watch this, so he talks about this just kills me when I hear this. The Democrats are the ones obstructing justice. That we're just doing this for retribution for him taking office. Like I said, I think I speak for most of you out there. Look, 2016's passed. Donald Trump is president. I'm over it. I'm not. As far as like it's a lot of Trump supporters bring up Hillary Clinton. Look, I voted for her, but it's over. She's a grandmother up in New York State, or New York State now, and she's inconsequential to me. What is what is right now, and Donald Trump is president. That's fine. My what I want now is Donald Trump to be an honorable president, to respect the environment, to respect the unions, the worker, to respect Social Security, the disabled, the elderly, to honor our creed of welcoming immigrants into this country. That's what I'd like to see. I couldn't give a fuck about 2016. That was 3 years ago. I'm not living in the past. I couldn't give a shit. Donald Trump's president, and there's a distinct possibility he'll be president again. He'll be reelected. But while he is president, I want him to abide by the law, abide by the Constitution. That is what concerns me right now, and I think it's what concerns most of us. Um, I couldn't give a shit about 2000. That's all he spun last night in this rally was about that we're just trying to get retribution. Of course, that's what Of course, that's what he says, because he can't talk about the charges. I've said this in other videos. If you want to, if there's some Trump supporters out there and they want to debate me, they want to talk, they want to argue with me, or whatever, fine. Let's just talk about the two charges. That's the issue at hand, is it not? It is. You know what? I'll forget about Stormy Daniels. I'll forget about grabbing the pussy. I'll forget about the 2,000 plus lies he's told since he's been in office. Um, all the bullshit. Let's just talk about those two articles, okay? Using his office for his own personal gain, abusing his office. He's admitted to this. He's admitted to it. All right, we've all heard the transcript. We've all seen the transcripts, the tapes. It's a done deal. Obstructing Congress, telling his own people not to ignore subpoenas, to not hand over evidence. That couldn't be any more clear cut either. Okay, as far as I can see, he's committed. These two articles are valid. Therefore, he should be impeached. I heard Trey Dowdy talking yesterday about, because what's going to happen now, as we all know, he's been impeached. Third time in history this has happened. Congress approved this because it's got overwhelming Democrats. Now it goes to the Senate to see if he's going to be pulled out of office. And if he's not, it's going to go along party lines, and he's probably going to stay in office. There's a good possibility he may be reelected. If his support, and there's no sign that his supporters are gonna come around, are gonna acknowledge. It's so frustrating that his supporters just continually turn a blind eye to his misdeeds. Like Trey Gowdy was saying yesterday. Because he's not going to be pulled out of office, then all this is for nothing. Why are we doing this? He's going to stay in office. Why are we doing this? It's because he broke the law. If I broke the law, I'd be arrested. I've used this for an example in other videos. If a policeman pulled me over, I'm a recovering addict. If a policeman pulled me over and said, hey, you know what, Daryl, I've got reason to believe there's drugs in your car. I can't say, fake news, hoax, witch hunt, and then hit the gas and take off. We all know what's going to happen to me, right? What would I say? Because I have no drugs in the car, I'd say, you know what? Do your job. That's fine with me. An officer doing his job is fine. I'd get out of the car and let him search the car. That's what an innocent person that respects the law would do. Back when I was using, I might have hit the gas and taken off and ignored it. Which goes back to Trump. Why would you ignore this? You know what? If he was innocent, why not go along with Congress? Why not just let his people go in, testify? It'd make the Democrats look ridiculous. It would make the point that this is all for nothing and move on, and he'd win. But he's not doing that because we know he's guilty. I'm talking about Trey Gowdy now, like I said, and a whole lot of other Republicans say this too, that, why are we going through this? He's not going to be pulled out as president. That's not my goal personally. Like I said, I'm not happy about this. It's a stain on the country that we elected a president who is now abusing his office. That is bad for the country. It's bad for Democrats. It's bad for Republicans. It's bad for everybody. It's a stain on us all. Nobody wants this. Like I hear people talking about Nancy Pelosi. I talked about this in another video. I hear even my own family members, she's a bitch. Oh, that woman's crazy. And I just watched her just now on TV, passing the articles. Yeah, a small smirk came across her face. I'll admit that. But you know what? I think she's got every right for that smirk after the dishonorable, disgusting things that Trump said about her. I think she's been quite controlled. The Nancy Pelosi I've seen seems somewhat solemn. That she doesn't take joy in this procedure. I don't think any of us do. Like I said, and the way these guys spin it, the way Trump spun it at the rally last night was that we're all seeking retribution for Donald. We all hate him. We all want to do him wrong and bury him, and we're all angry about Hillary. I don't get. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a shit about Hillary. I don't. I voted for her. She's inconsequential right now. Bill, Hillary. You know what? They're retired grandparents in New York. I just don't care. What concerns me is that Trump doesn't do the same bullshit he did in this 2016 election, that it's an honest election. If an overwhelming amount of people vote for Donald J. Trump in 2020, then let him be president. But let it be a fair election. The fact that he went to a former Soviet country to try to pull them into our election is just a disgrace. So anyway, I've said a lot of this in other videos, but I know I have a lot of new subscribers this morning, so I'm kind of rehashing a bit some of my past topics and past opinions. So anyway, to go over it, yeah, for the third time in history, our president has been convicted of high crimes and misdemeanors. like I said, it's a stain on all of us, a stain on our country that we elected a man who has now let us down, who has let down our trust in him. And that's disappointing. It's a stain on the whole country. It is. Nobody should be rejoicing today, and celebrating. There's nothing to celebrate. A dishonest president isn't a thing to celebrate, you know. So that's where we're at today. And like I said, he held a rally last night where he painted all of his detractors like me, painted us all as just as wanting retribution, as being spiteful and angry, and that's untrue. Like I said, because I think because he can't talk about he can't talk about what the subject is the two articles that he's been accused of. He can't talk about them because he's guilty of them. He needs to, he needs to be held accountable like any other United States citizen. That's it. He's not king. At least he's not yet. And so he still needs to be accountable to the laws of the land. So it's a solemn day, but at least justice has been acknowledged. At least I won't say it's been done, but it's been acknowledged at least, and that's something. So at least I'll leave it at this. At least there's some hope for our Constitution, for our country, that we're holding Donald Trump accountable for his misdeeds. All right, you guys have a good day, and welcome again to all my new subscribers. I'll try to do my best for you guys. Take care. Have a good day.